Perhaps no other Olympian carried the pressure to succeed into Salt Lake more than Michelle Kwan. Her bronze medal performance was respectable, but some felt not enough. Michelle Kwan remains one of the sport's most decorated athletes and is the subject of this Clarinex moment. The 4-year wait was nearing its end. Michelle was leading after the short program in Salt Lake. A gold medal was in her grasp, but 2 nights later it all came tumbling down in the long. Michelle had won the wrong color medal. Was it nerves which signaled this apparent collapse? Maybe she wanted a gold medal too badly, or perhaps the enemy of all athletes, overconfidence.
For me, I don't think I could have been overconfident going to the Olympics. I mean, I was ready, and I had to reassure myself that I was ready for the Olympics. And there are some athletes that may talk big and say, oh, I'm going to do it, but it's also reassuring yourself. And when I went to the Olympics, I knew that I had no regrets. I knew that I worked hard and I was prepared. The immediate reaction from people, from fans, from friends, it's like, I don't know what to say. You know, I was rooting for you, I was proud of you, but it didn't happen. And that's the reaction I get. I mean, life goes on.
A bittersweet moment came for Michelle during her exhibition performance at the Olympics. She had certainly done her best in these games, and after all, isn't that what the Olympics are all about? Sportsmanship and grace under pressure.
I was fine with the whole situation. And when the music came on, and I felt like, this is me. You know, I'm still here, and you know, even though my dream, my true dream of winning the Olympics didn't come true, I'm okay.
To Atlanta, Michelle Kwan will take the ice. Scrutiny has surrounded Michelle Kwan since she burst onto the competitive stage in '93. She has handled such attention with poise. For newly crowned Olympic champion Sarah Hughes, the closely watched eyes of the press and the public is just beginning. Here's Jim Huber with more on Michelle and Sarah.
Thanks, Tracy. This is an old story, one that seems to come around every 4 years or so. To paraphrase Robert Frost, the story of 2 careers converging in an icy forest. Michelle Kwan and Sarah Hughes traveling in what seems like opposite directions. The former, like so many great and star-crossed warriors over the years, having won everything except the one thing they want the most. To be forever known now as the girl who never won the gold. The latter, simply golden. Surely it is unfair to taint Michelle's career at the still tender age of 21 as unfulfilled when there are so many world and national championships on her resume. But if gold remains the standard, she goes without. We will always love her, of course, for she's been our princess now for so many, many winters. But we will always wonder, too, where her spirit went in Nagano, where her coach went in Salt Lake City, and what her future holds. Meanwhile, the 16-year-old Sarah Hughes sparkles like a freshly minted coin, so full of life, and yet so grounded, so mature, and yet still without a driver's license, on the cover of a Wheaties box, and still fretting over a biology exam. She'll get nothing but better, they say, her future limitless. Imagine 2, maybe 3 gold medals before she's done. Could it be? Of course it could be. Anybody who can come from 4th to 1st in 2 nights can accomplish just about anything she wants. So they meet along life's highway now. One who can only dream of gold, the other perhaps dreaming now of many. It is what women's figure skating has always been, it seems, a real-life fairy tale, both tragic and triumphant.
Thanks, Jim. Well, although she did not win Olympic or world gold this year, she did become the most decorated U.S. figure skater in the history of the sport. Skating through Fields of Gold by Eva Cassidy. Here is Michelle Kwan. Her emotions were so raw and on the surface after watching a second gold slip by. But now look, the pressure off, the enormous expectations behind her, and there's a joy in her skating that fills this arena and touches everyone's heart. Roz, just recently, Michelle was named as the 2001 Sullivan Award winner. That award recognizes an amateur athlete who possesses leadership qualities and high standards of character. How fitting.
We're with Michelle, and Michelle, I'm going to look to the future. Obviously, you have champions on ice, and that's the immediate future. But what do you want to do with your skating from that point on?
I think I'm going to take one thing at a time. I mean, tour is 4.5 months long. I know that I want to continue school at UCLA. I know that I enjoy competing a lot. I just don't know what the rules are and how they're going to change it. But I hope to continue on. I don't know if it's in 4 years in the Olympics, but just take one thing at a time. And besides skating, I guess start commentating. So how do you feel about that?
I feel good about that. Now, my follow-up would have to be as a commentator. So 2006 is not out of the question, but it's not a positive in the question.
It certainly is not out of the question. Everyone comes up to me and thinks that I'm like 30 and ready to retire, but I'm only 21. I'm turning 22 in July 7th. So just one thing at a time, you know, and just have fun and enjoy myself.
Very good. All right. I'm the 30-year-old.
That's not old.
Thank you. Actually, it just took about 5 years off my life.